it was you.
I don't even think I played yesterday, so I didn't play yesterday. I have not. I only played like one time in the past week. I've had a very rough week. I'll just say that.
Your lives are chill.
It's a Steve. We can't have mercy. It's a bad blink. No mercies for Steves.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you have a better week.
Yeah. Some things are just life, and there's nothing you can do about them. And some things are just death, and there's nothing you can do about them. But I appreciate the sentiment. Here they are. Oh, I lost her. Yeah, I don't know what the new meta would be.
What your favorite thing about
I don't know, like, I really enjoy playing nurse, but I don't like it when it's so easy. Like when the survivors are just not a challenge. I'd honestly rather get like a 4-person escape and then teabag me at the gate and me wonder why I'm trash. I'd rather have that than just be able to slaughter everyone with ease. I don't know what my MMR is right now, but I definitely know it's not the top. And it's because I let too many people live. So it's probably, if I had to guess,
no more MERCYYY.
How long have
I don't
you
know.
been
I couldn't
playing
guess.
DBD for?
Maybe 1500. It's probably low. It's probably low, medium, low. Somewhere in the middle. Hard to tell. Plus, it's different for every killer you have. How long have I been playing? Since 20... would have been 21 or 22, maybe 22?
What's your highest
20.
MMR killer? Nice.
Well, it would be nurse, but the thing is, this account is not that old. So this is, I'm not at max MMR. Like, my original nurse account was at the top MMR. For sure. I'd like to get this one there. Problem is, I just feel bad for them. And I keep having mercy on them. So it's like, that's why I'm bringing no perks in and no add-ons, is like, I want them to start cranking out gens, so I want to feel like a little pressure, so that way I don't feel bad about killing them, you know? I feel like, okay, it's a game, like, they're pressuring me, and I have to kill them. But if we just sit here at 4 gems and I dominate, it just feels like
A new follower has joined the kingdom.
no challenge.
A new follower has joined the kingdom.
Thank you guys for the follows. Mactastic and LaShawn.
We should do some custom matches. You'd probably pulverize us, but I'd very much enjoy.
I never really cared for custom matches, but I guess if there was a point to it, like I would do a custom match if, let's say, it's like a comp team and I want the challenge. Like I'd probably just get stomped because I don't play comp, but I would go for that because I would want the challenge of just facing something that hard. I know I've gone against comp teams before, or at least comp players. Like I've
I really am happy.
remember being in a comp team. You know what it is though? It's like from playing Survivor. I don't know. I never thought I would say it, but I feel like survivors have it bad right now. And it's not even because, like, it's not even that killers are OP. It's just that survivors don't work as a team. And they're like salty with each other and they blame each other and they make bad plays and they don't save each other. And it's like they play against each other. It's like I don't know. Everybody's so upset with the game that they just give up and they do things that throw the game for the entire team, or they'll hide and wait for hatch or not be productive.
Can't run solos anymore as serve. It's terrible.
And
They
so I
teabag on door instead of unhooking.
yeah, right. We just saw that last game.
They live their life in spite. That's why.
I guess, like, for me, when I would play Survivor, I wouldn't go solo. But let's say I go with one person, right? Let's say it was just, like, me and Evie playing together, legit, no cheese. But then there are 2 other randoms. I would, in almost every case...
They hide in a locker while you go into second or die.
I would almost in every case just risk dying or die for the randoms. Like, I'm that person that will cross the entire map just to try to save them, even if it gets me killed. Because, like, where is the challenge and the thrill and the adventure of just, like, leaving someone behind and teabagging at the gate? I mean, I would do something like that if, let's say, the killer was tunneling me all match and I'm just barely getting out the gate and the killer's right there and they like force me out the gate, then yeah, I gotta leave. Like I'm on death hook and injured or something and I'm forced out the gate. That's one
I
thing.
saved a random yesterday and they didn't even come back for me on first hook. I am bad at looping, but if someone is hooked, I'll try to save them. Jesus, the graphics are so realistic and good.
So I had this one game that it was the worst. It's like, it stands out in my mind as
They
the
just
worst.
standed by door.
This one game stands out in my mind as like the worst Survivor game I ever had. And it was that, what happened was I was queuing up with friends and somehow the lobby broke. And I ended up in my own match without anybody, and I was in a solo match. And I did not have any cheese. And so I played it out. I'm like, all right, let's go. And I played with these randoms. And the killer was after me a lot of the time. And then at the very end, it was down to me
At Dead by Blair
and
TT,
one other
I like your
person.
Twitch name.
And this other person was just hiding and trying to wait for
At
Hatch.
Gemsinger TYYY.
And the killer was chasing me for a long time. They literally could have done like an entire gen. We could have got out. I think, I'm not 100%, I think we were down to like the last gen maybe. Or at least the last two. Like it was possible. They just hid and let the killer chase me this whole time and they didn't do a gen. And then when the killer finally downed me, I think it was a Chucky. He finally downed me and then he left me to bleed out because he wanted a 4K. So he went looking for the other person. And since I was down, I could see the aura of the other person and they were in the corner of the map hiding, waiting for Hatch. And, because the Hatch was by Shack and this was the Red Forest. They would not save me and Chucky was nowhere around me. I crawled like the length of, not the entire map, but at least from the main building all the way to the corner, like probably half the map. I crawled all the way to this other survivor for them to pick me up. And I made it all the way to them. And they didn't heal me. They just stood there and let me bleed out, like right in front of them. The killer wasn't even around. They could have totally picked me up. So not only did they not come for me, but I crawled all the way to them and they refused to pick me up. And then they just got Hatch. I think, if I remember. And I was just like, wow. I can understand being scared to go for somebody or hiding and waiting for Hatch. I could kind of understand that part, right? But the person literally crawls all the way to you and you don't pick them up.
Gens, but popped the gate.
That's when
I couldn't sell them out to the killer because I was slugged. I was slugged bleeding out and the killer was like somewhere looking for them, like not around, and I was able to make a crawl across half the map and the killer didn't even, like, I was hoping the killer would catch them.
People that I leave behind.
I mean, at the very least, like, I crawled all the way to you, just picked me up and like made the best man win, you know? But
at MS Love 3 Bug, he was scared.
it was like the killer didn't kill me, the survivor killed me. See, this is when, well, I guess they changed it. I was gonna say ultimate weapon would be good, but I guess they changed that, right? It's like I don't even bother learning what perks do anymore because they keep changing them. So if I close that,
Alright.
I might as well just close it, right?
The game has definitely changed a lot in the past years. Are you a P100? I forgot, Prophet.
Yes. I was one of the first P100 nurses in the game. At least the first one that I was aware of. Oh, and of course it's the Steve, right? He was probably hiding by this gate, so I think he's gonna get out. The gates are too far apart, so there's...
Never-ending race for the title of viewer with the fastest opposable thumbs. Keep smashing those likes to steal the lead for a brief moment.
Oh, it's not... Wait. How many Steves were there? Oh, hello. I think he's got it. He's got it. Oh no! Trying to be slick, huh? No, he gets out.
Nice.
He actually gets out. I accidentally clicked the right mouse. I didn't mean to. whatever. I would have felt bad mooring him, but I was gonna do it. I just clicked the wrong button. That was like totally my mistake, and he got away. But whatever. He kind of earned it by getting the gate. He got lucky.
Nice job, though.
I know, it's just my middle finger just like tapped the blink button.
Why am I low-key missing the Aussie? What's a rank?
Missing the Aussie? Who's the Aussie? Oh, you mean Joanna? There's a few of them.
Yeah, I didn't know her name. Where's she at? Prophet, I gave Nako Nitro and she swagged her DC profile out lol.
I gave Neko Nitro and she swagged her DC profile out. I have not seen that.
At Cam Singer when you just enjoy someone's voice.
Well, I'm in the Discord VIP room right now. If anybody wants to join in that's got access.
Anyway, yes, she was so funny.